So I'm hearing XLM to $2. Let's take a look at some technical analysis surrounding that and see if we can figure out where this thing is headed. We have seen a very notable rally so far from XLM, and it is nothing short of stellar. So let's talk about it. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, or follow me on X wherever you're watching. And let's get into it here. So can XLM soar 360% to hit this $2 mark? Well, over the past 30 days, we have noticed that this thing has rallied 250%. It's absolutely been insane. One analyst has suggested that this asset is not done moving. So eGreg Crypto has asserted that XLM is set to rally to this $2 price target. There is a pattern that has played out over XLM broke out of an exponential moving average, or EMA as we call it, on the 2-week candle chart around 2020. So it was back in 2020, it rallied over 3,100% to highs around the 80-cent price point. XLM then broke out of this EMA again in 2023, suggesting that a potential target would be around $2.27. So a rally to the $2 mark right now would represent nearly 360% increase. We can see that on this chart here. Let me try and blow this up for you guys a little bit here. See if that is a little bit better. Sorry about the ads. See if we get rid of that. There we go. So this is basically his chart where it blew up in 2020, and then this is 2023 as well. So we're seeing like we're in the 40 some cent area right now, and this thing he says could basically take off. How could it hit this $2 target? Well, he doesn't expect it to happen like overnight. It's not going to just skyrocket to $2 and be like, there you go. It's not going to be a straight line. It'll first take a stab at its all-time high around the 90-cent price point. From there, he suggests that it could retrace before launching to fresh highs around the $1.20 price point and then beyond, right? We're going to have some ups and downs along the way. It's not something that's just going to skyrocket overnight. Like that's not crypto, right? If it is, it's not sustainable. So this is retrace he's showing here. This is the retrace, then the breakout in 2020. And then we had obviously the downward movement during the bear market, and then he's showing basically another breakout here. So this is basically where we're at, and we're at that 41.9 cent area as of creating this chart basically, and he's circling this point here because this is where a breakout of that we could see a breakout of that EMA. So and this is the retrace zone. So he believes that once we hit this blue area here, we could see the retrace. And then obviously we would come down some, and then basically start to move up and incrementally, right? So that's basically what he's got going on. This continues to the end about 2025. So I think that that's on par for the bull market and everything that we're kind of waiting to happen. We know that usually Bitcoin tops out at the peak of the bull market about, I think it's about 6 to 8 months after presidential inauguration, because they happen in the US every 4 years. So it just kind of coincides with the presidential elections and such. So we're expecting, the top of Bitcoin potentially to be this fall or coming fall, sorry, in 2025. And, this really kind of coincides with that as well. So, this is very, very plausible. This could really happen, in my opinion. Based on the view in XLM's weekly candle price action is what he's basing this on. Currently the midpoint of an ascending channel with strong resistance above the 90-cent price range. So, this is the resistance he was talking about. That's why we would get a retrace if we do bounce off, if we get in there and then we kind of end up coming back down a little bit, just to kind of gather some support and just kind of get ready for the next leg up kind of thing. So that's pretty much what eGreg's got there. I do agree with his analysis. I think that, XLM is definitely primed, and I think we're going to have a big run for XRP as well, especially if we and the reason I'm talking about XRP is because XRP and XLM sort of kind of coincide with each other, right? They kind of run together. They're a bit correlated in that regard. So I think with XRP being so bullish as it is, and the upcoming change of the SEC chair, presidential inauguration. We're going to also have, new members coming into Congress that are in the United States that are more crypto friendly. I think we're going to see this thing go, and that's just my opinion. So I'm just making sure that I have my bags packed and, accumulating on some of these dips. But none of this is financial advice whatsoever. This is just what I'm doing. I'm just letting you guys know what I'm doing. I've been accumulating on some of these downturns, the red days, the retraces kind of thing. So I'll continue to do so and until I solidify my position and just kind of wait for the if I can kind of try and time the top of this thing. So I'm looking probably towards the fall 2025. We'll see what happens though, and I'll keep you guys updated. Thanks so much for tuning in. Catch you in the next one.